Hey, Hockey fans, how's everybody doing? Let's review some scores here for Friday night, and then we'll get on to picks for Saturday. There was 14 games on for Saturday, but I know one has been postponed already because of COVID. Anyway, let's get on with it. Rangers took on Washington. Man, Ovechkin, crazy. Washington wins that game 2-1, and we didn't get that one right. Vancouver won over Montreal 3-2. We did get that one right. Calgary over Toronto 4-3. Toronto was probably the one I felt the most confident on, and we got that one wrong. St. Louis in a shootout over the Sharks. We got that one right. And then Vegas over the Kings. We got that one right. So my best bet was Vancouver. So we got it right. So the record goes to 14-9. The regular bets were 3-2. That record goes to 104-76. The parlays, Toronto really hurt me though. On my one parlay, I got the Rangers puck line, but then the Blues puck line and Leafs puck line didn't go through, so that one was wrong. And then the other one, I got the Vancouver money line and Blues money line, but not Leafs puck line. So it was an all right night. It wasn't great. It was kind of whatever night again. But let's go. 13 games on for Saturday. Pittsburgh against the Devils. The New Jersey Devils in their last 10 are 3-5-2 with a current 2-game winning streak. Wedgwood is currently listed to be in net for the Devils again against Pittsburgh, who are 7-3-0 with a current 2-game losing streak. Casey DeSmith is listed to be in net for Pittsburgh. They're in third with 37 points in the Mass Mutual East, whereas the Devils sit in seventh with 24 points. The Penguins were defeated by the Devils on Thursday 3-2. This will be the second game of a 3-game set between these two clubs. The Devils have a 1-game lead in this series. They've only played once. Wedgwood's really playing well for the Devils, and he's helping them out. But, I mean, Pittsburgh, they've got Casey DeSmith in net, and I like Casey DeSmith. I see them bouncing back. I mean, they lost against the Devils, and before that they lost to Boston, both one-goal games. So they weren't blown out by any means, and I think here they bounce back. Pittsburgh's my first pick, Pittsburgh to beat the Devils. The next one, Boston-Buffalo, that's a game that's been postponed, so obviously we're not going to worry about that one right now. Next game, Nashville against Florida. Florida in the last 10, 6-2-2 with a current 1-game losing streak. Chris Drieger is listed, or actually confirmed to be in net for Florida. Nashville is 4-5-1 with a current 2-game winning streak. Pecorini is listed in net for Nashville. They're in sixth with 27 points in the Discover Central, whereas Florida's in second with 42 points. Nashville pulled off a 2-1 win over the Panthers on Thursday. The Panthers lead the season series 3-2. Panthers won 4 in a row before their loss to Nashville. I think they have a strong goaltender advantage here, and I think they're a better team overall. My pick, firm pick, is Florida to beat Nashville. Next game, Minnesota against Colorado. Colorado in their last 10 are 7-2-1 with a current 5-game winning streak. Grubauer is listed in net for Colorado. Minnesota in their last 10 are 6-3-1, current 1-game losing streak. Kokkonen is confirmed to be in net for Minnesota. They're in third with 37 points in the Honda West. Colorado sitting in second with 38 points. Colorado seemed to have no problem with the Wild. They played each other on Thursday and they won 5-1. The Avalanche lead the season series 3-2 now. And I mean, this Colorado team continues to impress. But Minnesota's a good club as well. And Kokkonen, I mean, I think he's got the best win streak for a rookie since 1973-74 in the NHL. Really good goaltender. I'm going to go Minnesota here. I think they're an underdog, but I'm going to go Minnesota here to win against Colorado. That's my pick. Next game, Chicago against Tampa. Tampa in their last 10 are 7-2-1 with a current 2-game winning streak. Vasilevsky is listed to be in net for Tampa against Chicago, who are 3-6-1 in their last 10, current 3-game losing streak. Subban is listed to be in net for Chicago. They're in fourth with 33 points in the Discover Central. Tampa in first with 44 points. The Lightning doubled up the Hawks 4-2 in their last game on Thursday. Tampa controls the series 5-1. This is the 6th road game for the Hawks. Subban did get a win, I think, last time he played against Tampa when he was in net for Chicago. But I don't know, 6 game on the road and the way they looked in the last game, I got to go Tampa here again. Tampa to win this game against Chicago. Next game, the New York Rangers against Washington. Washington 9-1-0 with a current 7-game winning streak. I think Samsonova is going to be in net for Washington. So that's who I'm going to base this on. The Rangers 5-4-1 in their last 10, current 1-game losing streak. Keith Kincaid listed in net for the Rangers. They're in 6th with 28 points in the Mass Mutual East. Washington in 1st with 44 points. The Rangers fell to the Capitals here on Friday night. It looked like they were in control of the game, had the game most of the game. They were leading by 1-0, and then Ovechkin, scores 2. The Rangers lead the season series 2-1. Panarin, again, I think he's looking better every single game. The Rangers, I think, outshot the Capitals 33-18. I'm going to go upset again. I'm going to go the Rangers to hopefully get a lead and this time hang on to it and somehow stop Ovechkin. Rangers to beat Washington. Next game, Philadelphia against the Islanders. Islanders are 8-2-0 in their last 10. Current 2-game losing streak. Sorokin is listed to be in net for the Islanders. Philadelphia 4-6-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Brian Elliott listed in net for Philadelphia. They're in 5th with 33 points in the Mass Mutual East. Islanders sitting in 2nd with 42 points. The Islanders lost their 2nd straight when they played the Flyers on Thursday 4-3. And I think the Flyers have won all 3 games that these two clubs have played. I think the goaltending matchup here, the Islanders should have an advantage, and I can't see the Islanders losing 3 straight. I'm going to go the home team here, Islanders to beat Philadelphia. That's my pick. Next game, Columbus against Carolina. Carolina 8-1-1 with an overtime decision. Reimer's listed in net for Carolina. Columbus 4-4-2 in their last 10 with a current 1-game winning streak. Korpisalo is listed in net for Columbus. They're in 5th with 31 points in the Discover Central. Carolina sitting in 3rd with 42 points. They played on Thursday, and Columbus won that game 3-2 in overtime. 2 games apiece in this series. The Hurricanes, I think, have only had 1 loss at home in regulation this season. It was a great win for Columbus on Thursday, and this is the 2nd game of a 4-game set between these two teams. I think Carolina at home gets a win here. I'm going to go Carolina to beat Columbus. That's going to be my pick. Next game, Dallas against Detroit. Detroit 5-4-1 with a 2-game winning streak. Thomas Greiss is listed in net for Detroit. Dallas 3-4-3 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Jake Ottinger is listed in net for Dallas. They're in 7th with 25 points in the Discover Central. Detroit in 8th with 24 points. The Red Wings won on Thursday night. They played Dallas. They won 3-2. The Stars lead this season series 2-1. For the Red Wings, Hronek, I think he's playing really well. He's got 8 points in the last 5 games. Fabry, I think he's got 5 goals. Goaltending, he hasn't had the best record. Again, I don't know how to say it. Greiss, I think. I think he's 2-11-4, but I mean, the last game he played was probably his best game of the season so far. And I think Detroit gets another win here and pulls out of last place. Detroit to beat Dallas is going to be my pick. Next game, Vancouver against Montreal. Montreal 4-2-4 in their last 10, 2 overtime decisions. Carey Price listed in net for Montreal. Vancouver 8-2-0, 4-game winning streak right now. Holtby is listed in net for Vancouver in this one. They're in 5th with 34 points in the Scotia North. Montreal in 4th with 35 points. Back-to-back here. Vancouver won 3-2 in overtime on Friday night. Series in favor of Montreal 5-3. I'd like to see Holtby have a good game. I mean, that's definitely a concern here. But Canucks are finding ways to win games. Montreal, if it goes into a shootout, I feel comfortable. Montreal's 0-3 in shootouts. Vancouver's 3-0 in shootouts. I had to go for Holtby to have a good game and Vancouver to get another win here. Vancouver to beat Montreal is going to be my pick. Next game, Calgary against Toronto. Toronto 4-6-0. in their last 10, current 3-game losing streak. Jack Campbell is listed in net for Toronto. Calgary 6-3-1 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. David Riddick is listed in net for Calgary. They're in 6th with 33 points in the Scotia North. Toronto sitting in 1st with 40 points. Calgary won Friday night here 4-3. The Leafs lead the season series 3-2. And, since, the new coach there in Calgary, 4 wins in 5 games. So, good for him. I think Toronto outshot Calgary. I think it was 27-18. Campbell, I know he hasn't played much. He's only played 3 games, but he's won all 3. And the last one was a shootout against Edmonton when he faced, I think, 30 shots. Toronto's going to win this game. I always hate when I say that a team's going to win, and I'm so sure of it, and then they lose. But I'm sure of this one, and Toronto's going to win this game. Toronto over Calgary. Next game, Arizona against Anaheim. Anaheim 3-6-1 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. Ryan Miller listed in net. Arizona 3-5-2 in their last 10 with an overtime decision. Aiden Hill, I think, is going to be in net again. I think Rant is day-to-day, so he might be back, but I think Aiden Hill will be in. They're in 6th with 29 points in the Honda West. Anaheim 8th with 24 points. Ducks played a nice comeback game to take it in overtime, and they went away with a win 3-2. The Coyotes lead the season series 3-2. If you watch that game, Anaheim had good energy. I like the energy they had, and I think Ryan Miller has played a net pretty well for a 40-year-old guy, and I'm going to look to the Ducks here to win. I'm going to go Anaheim to beat Arizona. That'll be my pick. Then St. Louis against San Jose. I watched quite a bit of that game tonight. It was an interesting game. San Jose 4-4-2 with an overtime decision. Devin Dubnyk is listed in net for San Jose. St. Louis 5-2-3 with a current 1-game winning streak. Husso, I think, is going to be in net for St. Louis. They're in 4th with 35 points in the Honda West. San Jose in 7th with 26 points. Another back-to-back. St. Louis won Friday in a shootout, 2-1. Tarasenko had a beautiful winner in that shootout. I mean, it was great. Blues now lead the season series 4-3. And this is the last time that they're going to play in regular season. I see Blues building off that win, and another win here for the Blues. Blues to beat San Jose. That'll be my pick. Then Winnipeg against Edmonton, the last one. Edmonton 6-4-0 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Mike Smith listed in net for Edmonton. Winnipeg is 5-4-1 in their last 10 with a current 1-game losing streak. Hellebuck is listed in net for Winnipeg. They're in 3rd with 38 points in the Scotia North. Edmonton sitting in 2nd with 40 points. Thanks to McDavid, Edmonton won on Thursday in a tight 2-1 game. The Oilers lead the season series 3-2. I think McDavid's got 10 points in the last 5 games. And I'm sure the Jets are going to have a different plan to stop McDavid. 4 out of the 5 games I think these teams have played have been 1-goal games. I think one was a 2-goal game. I see another close game, but I'm going to go Winnipeg here, the visiting team, to win. That's going to be my pick. I'm going to go Winnipeg to beat Edmonton. I'm going to go St. Louis to beat San Jose, Anaheim to beat Arizona, Toronto to beat Calgary, Vancouver to beat Montreal, Detroit to beat Dallas, Carolina to beat Columbus, the Islanders to beat Philadelphia, the Rangers to beat Washington, Tampa to beat Chicago, Minnesota to beat Colorado, Florida to beat Nashville, Boston, Buffalo postponed, Pittsburgh to beat the Devils. My best bet, I'm going to go with Florida. I feel confident. The best bet is the one I feel the most confident about, and I do. Florida is going to win that game. I'm going to do a 3-game and a 4-game parlay. All the odds weren't out for some of the ones I'm going to do in the 4-game, but in the 3-game, I'm going to go Florida. I'm going to go puck line -1.5 at 2.15. I'm going to go Winnipeg money line at 2.15, and I'm going to go Minnesota. I like the juice there at 2.45. Individual bets and parlay those 3. And then I'm going to do a 4-game parlay where I'm going to go Leafs puck line. It'll be -1.5. You know that. But I don't know what the odds are. I'm going to go Carolina money line, Islanders money line, and St. Louis money line and see how Saturday goes. Hope everyone has a great start to the weekend. Good luck with your picks. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and talk soon.